Hi everyone, I'm JD from Willowbound Journals, and I'm super excited to share with you this new project that I'm working on. This is a personal journal and I'm calling it my Princess Journal, and it was very spontaneous actually. Basically, I was going through all the things that I had from the party where I put on a princess ball so people could get dressed up and wear a beautiful dress and get their hair and makeup done, and I just wanted to pamper them for the night and let them know how special they are and how valued they are, and just to make them feel like a princess for this night. And so this was sort of the welcome paper or poster that I had on the wall, and I printed out a couple of them, just testing out different prints and all that kind of thing. So one of them I stuck on my wall. It's now in my room. But when I was looking at this extra one, I was like, what do I do with this? I don't want to throw it out. And I realized I could cut it down and it would fit on this book I had that I just thrifted. I don't even know what it was now, but it just was the perfect size because it's quite a large, wide journal or book. And I just cut it down. And I thought that's perfect to put on the cover. And now I have to make a princess journal. And it was great because it was such a big party. I shared a video, a vlog showing that party and the decorations and everything. And I shared about how it was life-changing for me and all the lessons I got out of it. So it took me a really long time to process the party and just to spend a lot of time reflecting on it. So it was really great for me to be able to make a princess journal to help me process all that had happened and to reflect on and document all of the things that went into this party and all the things that I got out of it. So I still haven't finished it, but I just want to show you sort of a work in progress video to show you also this idea of a deconstructed journal, which has really helped me. So basically, and I love the diamantes all around here and the sparkly heart there. I just love sparkles. So basically, a deconstructed journal is when, what I'm calling it anyway, is when you don't bind it to start with. So usually I bind a journal and then, I fill it up, I journal in it. But for me, I kind of want to have more control of my pages because I don't know exactly how I wanted to lay them out. I didn't know how many pages I needed. I didn't know how chunky it would get. So I kind of just kept the pages loose and went one by one through them, adding my photos, adding my writing, and that really helped me just to not freak out, not panic about, oh no, now I've got too many pages, or now I don't have enough pages, or I've done the wrong layout or whatever, because I actually stuck the images on first. So kind of show you at the back here what I mean by that. So I stuck the images on first, and then I had the blank space. So this is where I'm up to. I still need to add my writing here. So basically, I printed out all my photos, I got all my ephemera, and I already stuck them out. I skipped ahead a page here, but I already decorated the page, pre-decorated it, and then had this blank space here. So that's what I mean by, like, I needed to figure out the layout first, and then I could add my words, and then I could bind it in. Now, the other reason why I didn't bind it in first is because once you bind it in, it's really kind of hard as the pages fill up. When you get to like the middle pages, it gets bulky in the middle, and it kind of like does this in the middle, and it's hard to write in the middle. So this way I can keep all the pages very flat, and it was easy to write in now. The other thing is, if I stuck something on and it was kind of bulky, I could take the whole page out, I could open it up, and I could write, and it's flat, completely flat. I don't have to contend with all the other pages that are lifting it up or bumpy on the other side. And that just made it super easy for me to add my writing, and every page is flat. It lays flat now without the bulge in the middle. So that was just really helpful for me. And yes, love it. So I could take pages out, I could rearrange them if I needed to, I could really see how many pages I wanted. And yeah, with the cover, what I did here was, these were posters that I used to decorate the ball as well, to decorate the room. So this one I put in because This was the inspiration behind the ball. My friend read this page. She was looking through my book one day, and when she got to this page, she was like, we will do this. We will dress up and we will do a photo shoot so you can do this. Because I wrote, just once I want to wear a ball gown with my hair and makeup styled and stand in the spotlight without wanting to hide from people's eyes. I want to twirl, I want to dazzle, I want to sparkle. And I never knew if this would actually come true, but when my friend said, let's do it, we're doing it with you, I was so excited, and I turned it into a party. If we're going to get dressed up, let's party as well. And so that was for my 40th birthday, to have a princess party. So I put that at the beginning, and then I wrote the story of how the princess ball came to be, which is exactly what I just told you. And I printed that out, put that on the wall so people could read that at the party. Okay, so I'll do a flip through now of what I've done so far. So this was my invitation that the people got to the ball, and this is my dress. I wanted a picture of just my dress and the tiara to begin with, and then I just wrote out the complete story of the ball from beginning to end, basically, of all the preparation and all the planning and everything, the gift bag they gave everyone to let them know they're a princess, the table settings, the decorations, gathering all of these things. Yeah, it was really, really fun. Really, really fun. Going to the setup then of the party. So this is like all the planning and preparation, then the setup of the party, and to the shoes and the tiaras, and this is the Cinderella's glass slipper. So I used some pages from Cinderella, and because my shoes had a clear heel that reminded me of the glass slippers. And then over here, just writing about the night and what happened on the night. Love all these photos, so lovely. The birthday cake, and again the room decorations. I had little tables that I called stations with activities for people to do. And then I love this page. So this is a page from Cinderella, and I just happen to be in the same pose. Look at that. The hands are in the same pose, the angle, everything. So that was just perfect. This was the moment, just covering up any images where there's other people who didn't give permission for their to be shown on camera. So here, look, this was the moment when my friend put the tiara on my head. That was the moment I actually felt like a princess. I looked in the mirror and I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like a princess. That was the moment. Loved it. Again, more photos. I had a crystal bead curtain at the entrance to the ballroom, so people had to go through there to walk in. And I loved this princess window. So the sheer curtains were already there, but they were just pushed to the side. And my plan was always to have them like this and tied up with some flowers, and then you can't see it very well, but there's crystals hanging down in the middle. I want to create that in my room. Love it, love it, love it. The chandelier was the centerpiece, and it became a photo wall, and the chandelier is stunning. I love it. I've always wanted a chandelier. It's been my dream for the longest time to have a chandelier in my room, and finally this was the year I got it, and it's now my bedside lamp / table lamp, desk lamp. Lots of photos of all the people on this page. I had lots of printouts that people could take home, whatever resonated with them. I wanted the whole room to be covered in gifts for people. Then I had the dress change. So for dinner, I had the dining dress, the more elegant, refined one. And then this one was the party dress, the fun dress. And this was my entrance coming through the bead curtain. And we had a fun dance party. It was the best. We were dancing for an hour. It was so cool. These are some of the chocolates laid out on the table so that people could just take them and eat them. These were some printouts for everyone to take. This was the business card of the venue that we had the party at. And then my friend, the day after, so basically, let me backtrack a little bit. So now I'm going into a section of the journal where my friends came to visit me for the party, and they stayed for 4 nights in a cabin, and they let me stay with them, which was really, really lovely. And so I had a little bit of a holiday with them, and the night after the party, we debriefed about it, and they were just talking about how the party really impacted them and changed them. And one of my friends said that I reminded her of Snow White, and she was like, "You're a real life princess, you're doing princess work, you're royal, you're a powerful queen." And I was like, oh my gosh. And it's so amazing. So her words really spoke to me, because obviously I love being a princess. I want to be a princess, and it showed me that I can be a princess every day of my life, not just one night of my life. So I want to live like a princess every day. And now I wear my princess shoes, and I want to curl my hair like a princess, because I got a curling wand, so now I can curl my hair, which is really fun. And these are just photos from our time together exploring the town. I gave them a tour of where I live, and lots of Snow White pictures, because I got so inspired by my friend saying how she thought I was a real princess. And this is where I'm up to. So now I'm going into how I've used the decorations to decorate my room, with the chandelier hanging in my room now. And I made a little shelf to display some of the decorations from the party, and some of them are on my desk. So I'll share coming up a room tour, or a tour of me, a video of me adding these decorations, and because I had to rearrange my room, because my room is already very full. So to make space for these decorations, I had to change things around. So I'll definitely share a bit about that. My princess shoes, I love them. Then I went into the birthday presents that I received. So it's a whole birthday journal, just reflecting on the whole 40th birthday. So my birthday present to myself was a reading journal from Quirky Cup Collective, and a lined journal as well. So there are some beautiful princess journals. I still need to write about that here. And then this page is dedicated to all the presents that other people got me as well. So I had a lot of wrapping paper and ribbon and things to represent all the other presents I received. I was very spoilt for my 40th. I don't usually get this many presents, because I don't usually have a party either. But with the 40th milestone, I felt very, very, very spoilt. And then for these pages, I actually have photos that I received from the photographer. One of my friends was building up her portfolio, and she was my photographer for the night. And I recently got those photos back, so I still need to print those. So there is space to put the photos from her at the back. And I'll probably, now that I've done most of the writing, just fill these up with photos. And then at the back here, one more signature. I did a photo wall of 40 photos, one for each year of my life. And then I wrote about each of the photos, and I chose significant photos to tell the story of my life. And so I just printed out that so people could read it, and I put it into the journal. And then I also had printouts for the different table stations, so I thought I'd put some of those in the journal as well to remind me of the different stations. For example, one of them was this: if I were a color, what would I be? And this is what one of the people said. And I've got all these printouts. I've got a scrapbook of all the kind words, birthday messages people sent me or wrote me, and I've got lots of birthday cards and envelopes. So I'll probably put them all in here as well. I probably won't stick them down, but just tuck them in at the back. And yeah, so that is my deconstructed journal so far, a work in progress. I just want to add more writing, print out the photos, and then it will be pretty much finished. And then I will bind it into the journal. And once I've done that and it's finished, I will share a finished flip through for you. But yeah, hope that gave you sort of an idea of how you can make a deconstructed journal. If you're a bit like me and you're like, oh, I don't know what order I want the pages in, or I don't know how many, and I just want to have it easy to write in, this could be a method that suits you. Let me know if you've done that method before. I know you can do the method where you have, twine binding, or elastic binding where you can take the pages out, but I don't actually like that method. I don't like how loose the pages are. Once the pages are in, I like them quite tight, so I will do 3-hole pamphlet stitch, and I don't like the idea that I can take pages out once they're in. Like, I want them permanently in there. So that's why this method works for me. Just, you know, take them out, rework them, rearrange, write in them, and then bind them in. So excited, love it. So that is my Princess Ball journal. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys. A big special thank you to my beautiful patrons who supported me in the month of September. If you would like to become a patron, the link is down below in the description box, and I can add your name to this list. My Patreon is where you get access to all my extra videos, including the monthly journal making series. Plus, if you're a Ruby or higher, you get access to every single digital kit in my Etsy that is available to download right over on my Patreon. Plus, exclusive patron-only kits. And at the higher tiers, you get access to extra perks, including mail sent to you, whether it is a happy mail, ephemera pack, paper pack, or a journal.